What's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. Now, when I'm not reviewing board games, I'm the co-host on a little show called The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And when I'm very lucky, those two worlds get to collide. That's what happened just not that long ago when I got to do a box opening and show off some of the Doctor Who role-playing game by Cubicle 7. So take a look in this little segment we call It's the TARDIS. We can keep talking, but I think do we want to see what's in this box?
I really want to see what's in that box.
So this is like I said, this is a big box. This is almost 20 pounds.
It's bigger than your head.
It is bigger than my head. It's almost bigger than my torso, and it's not. It's almost full. The only reason I opened this is because it's not quite full, and got kind of beat up a little bit. I want to make sure the contents were safe and secure. We're gonna start.
Oh, so what is in 60 Years of Adventure?
So this is book 1 of 2. So you can see back here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
those are the original source books.
Mm-hmm.
One for each Doctor. And the first 11 of them, they came out. They didn't quite come out one a month, but almost one a month for the 50th anniversary. At the bottom, you can't see it. There's the 50th anniversary logos at the bottom of each of those. So for the 60th, this is now the first edition of, for those who are not up to date, this is the Doctor Who role-playing game from Cubicle 7. They're now into a second edition. I've got the first book up there, back there, or the new rule book. They've tightened it up a little bit, but those are all first edition. And obviously you can see they've got the logo, and BBC has kind of changed their logoing policy for Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing. But so what they did this time is this is the first 8 Doctors.
Okay.
So this is not quite. This is a lot of the information that's in those same source books. Condensed down. So they still touch on basically every one of their adventures. You've got, and each of the Doctors has their own adventures. That's some of the original stuff. Yeah, there's an adventure that goes through each Doctor. With that little stone there.
That sounds really cool for a person like me who has no shelf space and is trying to move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then once you get through these first 8 Doctors, you got the new ones. Now this only goes up to Jodie. This goes up to 13. The source book for 13 is coming in the new year. You can get the PDF already on Drive-Thru RPG and through Cubicle 7. You can also order. None of these, for the record, none of these are available yet. These
now you tell me.
These will you can order. These ones will be available in a few weeks. Basically just shipping. So then they rushed these over to me to be able to show off to you guys.
Yes.
But they go through, and this is the most you get.
Okay, yeah, I wondered.
Yeah. So they talk about it, they reference it. David's on the cover twice.
It's going to happen.
And which I both love and hate, because everyone always says, David Tennant is a vampire. He didn't age. You can see how much he aged.
Mm-hmm. That's
when
right.
you look at that. But yes, the adventure that starts in this carries through as well. So you've actually got a 13-part story. I think it's actually 14 parts, because there is a final one. I don't remember if it's a separate adventure that wraps everything up, or if it was attached to 13.
Yeah.
But these are really well done. I'm in the process of writing about them already. So they'll be in Cosmic Bass magazine eventually.
Eventually.
Here's the first and 5th Doctor from Classic Who. I'm that's one of the things and this is one of my few criticisms about this, is they don't bring in David Bradley. They talk about his appearances, but they don't actually. All the pictures are still Hartnell. So I got more in here. Want to see more?
More goodies. Show us some more goodies.
So this is an entire The Secrets of Scaravore.
Oh, it looks cool.
This is an adventure path, an entire set of adventures. Again, I haven't cracked any of these. I have seen the PDF of this, but I've not actually dug into it. Specifically because, and actually, I'll come back to specifically why in a minute. I'm going to just put this over here instead of in my other pile. I've also got...
you need the core rule book to play that.
Correct.
Kind of
that is entirely adventure. Now, you can, and especially those source books, but all of these are really good for just straight up free reading. Honestly, this is still good storytelling. That's something that Cubicle 7 has done absolutely amazing in all of their Doctor Who books, and really all of their books in general. So good. So good. So I'm looking forward to going through and actually reading this full. Do I reread them or display them? No, I have gone through all of them. I've reviewed most of them. I have temporarily stopped on some of the older ones. I have to redo this web page, but all of my Doctor Who reviews are at TheRatHole.ca/who. But as I was saying earlier, I started with 8, and I've been working my way backwards through those reviews, and then I'm working my way a little bit forward. So I've got 12 in there. I've got 9 in there. I'll get to the other ones. But I've got all of these second edition books now, so I don't know when I'll get to 4. But no, I've gone through all of these. And one thing I've said, I will always say about these books, if you were to go to a student and say, hey, student, we're going to give you, you have to write a report. You have to write a biography on a fictional character. Okay, I want to do the Doctor. I would give them that in a heartbeat. They add so much a weird amount of context that you can miss. Especially for some of the old ones. I've gone back and gone, wait a minute, what? And gone back and rewatched certain things going, oh, I missed that. So they care about this. Exactly, and they really do. More coffee. But yes, Adventures in Space is another source book. This has alien creation rules in it, so you can create new species, new adversaries. It's got spaceships in it, so this is it's still going to be good as far as storytelling because they always are. But this is going to be a great addition if you're playing the game, whether you're running it or you're playing in it. They're both going to be great because there is a collector's edition of the. I'm just going to knock that down. This is the collector's edition, which I've not opened. I'll open this up in a couple of weeks on the air of the core rule book.
Yeah.
Which, since I pulled this down, looks like that now. For you. So yes, so I've got this other box inside of a box. We're going to turn it, and it's a nice big box. And there seems to be a look. Can you see that? Can you see that? You totally see that, right? It's not totally. It was so much effort to not open this. It showed up Thursday. It was supposed to show up yesterday. It was supposed to show up yesterday night, and it showed up Thursday afternoon. I'm like,
talk about having the patience of a saint,
right?